So tell me, what have you been building the past 10 months?
So, guys, we're back, right? You've probably been wondering, what the hell has you been building the past 10 months? So, I'm gonna share the story, right? After those failures and losing a bunch of money, feeling like, I wasn't worthy, going through that whole phase that all of us go through, I realized that there is different opportunity for different people, and you just got to find the right one for you. And a friend of mine randomly called me one day and said, "Hey, I'm starting another business. I know you had a team of assistants that helped you. Can you help me?" And I said, "Sure." I made a couple calls, and of course, I invoiced him for my time. He's like, "You're really good at this. You should probably think about turning this into a business." And I was like, "Huh, that's not a bad idea." So I made a couple more calls and started with one assistant, someone that was with me in my last company, called her and said, "Hey, listen, I'm starting another business and I want you to be on board." That company is a virtual assistant staffing company, or what I like to call remote staffing. Basically, what that is I have a team of people in different part of the world that has specific skill set. And what I do is I pair those people with business owners here in the States to help them grow their business. So think about, you have a business, you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, you're overwhelmed, you're busy, you have a lot going on, but you can't get everything done the way you want them to do, right? You spend time in like minimum wage activities while you should be spending more time selling. That's where we come in, right? Instead of you trying to figure out how to post on social media, you can hire an assistant that already has that skill set, that know what they're doing, that can develop your posts and put the content out for you quicker than you can. Instead of you trying to make cold calls and you're horrible at cold calling, you can have an assistant that can do that type of work for you, dialing for dollars to help you get more business, more clients in the door. Or someone to help fix your website, right? And you don't have to pay a lot of money because of the currency differences. In the US, our US dollar currency compared to overseas is super different. Where now you can have somebody here in the States that you have to pay, like 80, 90 grand a year, while overseas, the equivalent to that, depends on the country, can be 30 to 40 grand. So you're saving money as you grow. I'm not saying don't hire in the US, I'm saying build a team first where you have enough revenue coming in. So for you to hire in the US, you can do it comfortably and you're still able to make a profit. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are in business for. So what ended up happening is I started that company. Got my first client, my friend, made a second call, got my team member that helped me get the business going. She made a call, got her friend on board that became my recruiter, who has a massive network. Got another friend that I was sharing what I was doing with. He became my second client. Another friend called me and said, "Hey, here's my problem. Here's what's going on." I said, "Hey, here's how I can solve it." Became my third client. And then I got my fourth. So now I'm like, holy crap, this thing is moving. So I started testing my pricing model, right? Before I do that, I reached out to a friend of mine that had a similar business. I said, "Hey, let me pay for our lunch. I just want to ask you tons of questions about this because I'm starting a business in that space." She said, "Okay." She has a 7-figure staffing company, right? She does literally the same thing. We sat down for about an hour and a half. I asked her question. She answered. She gave me all the game that I needed. I took everything that I needed down and I said, "All right, let's run with it. Let's see how we can do." So started January was like our real start date with the business. We started growing it. Within about 7, 8 months, we made our first 6 figures. And then now we're on our way to get to about $250,000 the first year. I don't share that to boast, but I'm sharing to say that what happened is I moved with urgency, and my whole goal is to build something that works, that can impact people long term. Now, here's the beauty about this, right? Is that as we grow, we get a lot of challenges. And you may be thinking, oh, wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, but guess what? We lost a lot of clients, we gained a lot of clients, we lost people, we gained people. So think about, like, as an entrepreneur, right? Although I'm starting a new business, but I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting with experience. I had another company before. I've known what worked, what didn't work. So knowing that, I'm using that experience, this business, to help me grow faster. And I'm experimenting as well, because not everything worked. But what I do know is success loves speed. That's one of my mentors told me that. And to me, because success loves speed, I try to move quickly as possible, make as many mistakes as possible, where we make great money, we lose a lot of money, right? A lot of people will tell you the good side, but don't tell you the bad side. I want you to see both sides. So I'm excited that you're in that journey with me. If you want to learn more about that business, there's a link below. Click on it, check out our site, or even reach out to us. Thank you, and be on the lookout for the next episode, because I'm going to teach y'all some things about this business.